I started practicing opera at 6 a.m. because my neighbor complained about my noisy coffee grinder. That's heavy petty. I, 28 female, have lived in my apartment for about 2 years now. Every morning, I grind fresh coffee beans around 7:30 a.m. before work. It takes maybe 30 seconds tops. Never had a single complaint until the new guy moved in next door 4 months ago. This dude, probably mid-40s, works nights apparently, but instead of talking to me like a normal person, he started leaving passive-aggressive notes under my door. First it was, "Some people are trying to sleep." Then, "The coffee grinder is excessive." Finally, last month, he escalated to filing a formal noise complaint with the landlord. The landlord laughed it off since 7:30 a.m. is well within reasonable hours, but Prince Charming next door didn't stop there. He started banging on the walls whenever I used any kitchen appliance. Blender, bang bang. Microwave beeping, bang bang bang. So I decided if he wants to play the noise game, I'll play. Turns out I took opera lessons in college and still remember most of the vocals. Now I practice scales and arias every morning at 6 a.m. sharp, completely legal quiet hours, end at 6 in our building. The best part, when he came pounding on my door last week screaming about the singing, I innocently told him I'm pursuing my passion and that music is meant to be shared. He tried filing another complaint, but the landlord told him that practicing music during daytime hours is perfectly acceptable. I've been doing this for 3 weeks now. This morning I started learning Wagner. Those pieces are really long. Petty? Absolutely. But hey, at least my vocal range is improving. OP. I think it's fantastic. Also, look, I know some people work nights. That's a thing, right? But I think if you're a person that works nights, you have to realize that most of the world is very active during the day. And it kind of seems like there's a niche for like apartment housing or something for people who work nights. That way, everybody is awake at night and it's during the day.
I'm going to let this Prince Charming asshole guy in on a little secret. Noise canceling headphones. They work. And then you could just play ocean sounds, or you could just literally just turn them on and they will diffuse all of the noise happening around you. And then you could sleep in peace. I think they actually have noise canceling earbuds. So if you prefer to sleep, on your side or something, they would still work for you.
Even just we use our Google Assistant sometimes and we'll have it play fan noises, like white noise for sleeping. You can do that.
Right.
And it works pretty darn well at covering up noise, at least. There are a lot of options, but look, this is one of the dangers this is one of the risks you accept. And I think when you live in something like an apartment complex or a duplex or something that's buttered up against another person's living space, they live there too. You don't control all the spaces, unfortunately.
No, and you can't control all the sound. And it sucks. Yep. It does suck. It sucks hearing everything around you. But if you're choosing to live in an apartment, it's you're choosing to hear the noise. So I would definitely invest in good quality noise canceling headphones and just stop. You're putting all this negative energy, enraging yourself to the point of going to the landlord and filing all these complaints.
When
you could literally just save some money and go buy the headphones.
Yeah.
Because that,
and then build allies with your neighbors instead of enemies. And that would be wild.
Right.
Then if you were actually an ally with this neighbor, it could be a you guys are friendly. You talk when you need to talk. You deliver a freaking fruit basket. I don't know. But then at some point you're like, hey, would it be possible if for this X little window of time that this doesn't happen? It would be a huge deal for me. Instead of just being abrasive and petty shitty about it. You know what I mean? It is kind of funny that somebody's willing to bang on your wall but won't have a face-to-face conversation with you, wants to slide notes under your door. As long as there's something in between you, he's real tough, but won't have a conversation with you face-to-face. Cool.